Good morning. How are you doing? My name is Penny. Welcome to my car talk. I come here at least 5 days a week to just talk to one regular person. When you come in, please say hello and share this video. That means a whole lot to me. And we thank God for Facebook that we've been able to do so much in terms of network and in terms of encouraging each other, because the beauty of Facebook, it's an equal opportunity. You know how you used to wait and see people on TV, but now every other person, just about everybody, you can see yourself out there and you have a voice and you can talk. You can actually see your image somewhere. Facebook is a wonderful, wonderful space. So last week on Thursday, we started talking about procrastination, where you're putting things aside. You're going to say that, you know what, I'm going to do this on such and such a day, and you don't do it. And what happens, you end up losing so much. And I keep telling everybody, I'm struggling. I am struggling. When you hear me talking about some things, I'm going through those things. Right now, I'm dealing with debt. Okay, we all have debt, or some of us don't have debt, or some of us don't have debt, but you don't have a savings. You don't have money in case of an emergency, like there's no money. But I'm thinking that I can do better. How I got into debt, I saw it, I knew it, but then sometimes too many things happen. I was just listening to the news today, this morning, BBC. There's food shortage. Everything has gone up. The prices for everywhere have gone up. Your rent is going to go up. Your gas is going to go up, or your petrol, because most of my audience is in Kenya. So we know that things are going to change. And you know what's going to happen sooner or later? You're probably going to find yourself homeless. Oh, why is my hair sticking up like that? You're probably going to find yourself homeless, and you're probably going to find yourself in somebody's garage or somebody's laundry room, because you have nowhere to go. So it's coming, okay? But since we have Facebook and we are regular people, we are going to talk to each other and help each other on how we are going to make sure that we don't get ourselves in more debt. Even the country has debt. Even Americans have debt. So today, on procrastination, I want to focus on debt. Okay? Let's talk about debt for a minute. You owe money. Some of you owe people money. Some of you owe money on credit cards. Some of you owe money on school fees. Some of you owe money on, like, to a friend who lent you money to do something and you never returned the money. So we need to figure out how to come out of debt. Okay? And for us who have credit cards, I have 3 credit cards. Are they 3? There are 3 credit cards. On all those 3 credit cards, I owe money. And on those credit cards, I pay an interest. So when I'm paying an interest on those cards, I'm making money for somebody who's sleeping. That's how you have to look at your debt. You're enabling someone who's probably self-employed. Because every month they take X amount of money depending on how much you owe. So I owe on my credit card because I did ABCD, I didn't have money. But they always say debt is good because, you know what, it enables you to do something that you are not going to be able to do at that time when you are doing it. So you need to ask yourself, what debt do you have? Ask yourself, what debt do you have? Okay? How much do you owe? Take a piece of paper, or rather a book. Remember, we all have binders. Everybody should have one of this. If you can't afford one of this is $7 in Walmart. Go to like a bookstore and buy a book, even a regular book. How much money do you owe? Okay? After you decide how much money do you owe, set a goal. Okay? Decide that I owe 10,000 and I'm going to pay X amount of money every 2 weeks. You decide how often are you going to pay this budget or this money that you owe. Take a piece of paper again the same book. Write the money that you owe. Write it down. Itemize it. I owe so and so, I owe this bank, I owe this. So it's visible. So you know how much you owe. And then make a budget. A budget means a budget means that you cannot spend. Let's say every Friday I'm off and I'm doing things. Friday is my day for me to shop. You're going to sit down when you have a budget. You're going to sit down. You're going to say, I cannot spend more than $100 a week. I cannot spend more than $200 a week. Create a budget where you're living within that budget. So that way you have extra money to pay into your debt. Once you've created that budget, if you're on one income, increase your income. For many years, I worked 2 jobs, literally. I used to live from one job, come home and go to another job. There's a time I was working 6 days. I had 2 jobs. I did not get into debt until 2020. The debt I have now on my credit card was from 2020. Before that, since I've lived in America, I've only owed my mortgage. And sometimes my car. My car is 10 years old. But why did I do that? I took a financial literacy class. You might want to take a financial literacy class where you understand how money works. Money is numbers. You get 100. You cannot earn $100 and you're spending $200. In fact, I'm very good with money. I'm so proud to even just tell my children how I'm good with managing my money. But guess what? I'm still in debt. Can you imagine if you're not managing your money, how much debt do you have? So increase your income. If you cannot get a second job, get a side hustle. The other day I told you I have a side hustle, my business, which I started in 2012. I'm losing money because I'm disorganized. Facts. I'm disorganized. I'm just tired. I don't know, when I turn 49, I'm just tired. I have customers begging me for stuff. I'm just tired, honest to God. Just feeling tired. So since last week on Thursday, I made a plan how I'm going to try and bring this debt down, how I'm going to meet this client's needs. There's nothing bad when you have a demand and you're not supplying. That's where I am. I have a demand. My customers want A, B, C, D. They're in my inbox. They're telling me, Penny, I need this, I need this. But because I'm so disorganized and because I'm procrastinating, I'm losing money. And that is the truth. I just don't want to make you guys think that I have it together. I don't have it together. I just think it's age. I don't know. I just got disorganized. So I'm losing money. So make a plan. Like I made a plan on Thursday. And try to see how much you can achieve within a certain time. Once you make the plan, stick with the plan. I'm trying to stick with the plan. Let me tell you, this is personal again. There are people who owe me money. I've never claimed the money. They probably forgot and I forgot. So, in your journal, also have a place where you have written the people that owe you. Because the people that owe you are using your money. You need your money so you can pay the debt. Part of the reason we are in debt, it's because people owe us money and it's either they forgot or you forgot. But keep a journal. When you lend somebody money, Penina, write it down, because people owe Penina money. People owe me a lot of money because they want something. I just give it to them and sometimes I forget. Atieno is saying it's good it's easy to make a plan and not stick with, and difficult to stick with it. I'm going to stick with my plan. I'm sharing my personal life with you guys. I'm going to stick with the plan because I have debt. I'm confessing to you. I never used to have debt. I even never had credit cards. I got a credit card in 2020 when COVID hit. I'm like, you know what? I'm better off with cards just in case something happens. And you know, the jobs were slowing, the business was slow. So I got credit cards. So I have debt. And guess what? I need to get myself out of it. Okay. Now, once you made that plan, track your expenses. And let me tell you another thing. I'm the kind of person that I'll be doing laundry and I'll find $50 in my pocket. I'll be doing laundry, I'll find $20 in my pocket. My house is full of coins everywhere. There are coins everywhere. So today, I'm going to go to the house and I'm taking the coins and I'm turning the coins into cash and I'm paying a little debt, even if it's $200. My money is everywhere. My God, I'm just careless with money. What is that? I know some of you are keeping track of your little money. I have coins everywhere. Carelessness that I have. And I have debt. Isn't that crazy? So I'm a regular person. That's what makes my show different. I'm not presenting a show. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Create a spending plan. Decide what you're going to take out, what you're going to take in. And then on your shopping list, I have another disorder. I'm obsessed with food because I have an issue since I was young. I was always hungry. So I've never really, which I really need to work on. I have never really come into terms that I can afford food. Now stop buying the food. You know how you are deprived of something and you overbuy? I was always hungry. We were always the food was never enough. Now that I got money, when I go shopping, I overshop. I buy food and put food in the trash because it went bad because I did not eat the food. Honest confession. So I have a disorder for food. I cannot just get myself to stop buying food. How do you discipline yourself with it? Because I started the finance literacy in January, nothing different in my life, but haven't found that discipline yet. You will get it. Me and you, Atieno, we are going to do it together. In fact, Atieno, slide to my inbox on my WhatsApp. We'll do it together because I'm really messed up. But mine is like food. I have clothes. When I buy clothes, I have so many clothes. I told myself, I wrote it down, I'm not buying clothes. And I don't change my size. In fact, I've been the same size since I came to America. Isn't that something? I never change my size. And then my dresses, I buy dresses that are like this and like that. I don't know what they call them. So now, anytime I gain a little weight on the hips, I have a lot of space. And my breasts are not growing. So I have dresses or clothes that are 20. Since I had my son, Brandon is 23. I have clothes that are 23 years old and they are nice. I shop in New York and company. I buy nice clothes. So I need to stop buying the clothes. How many clothes can you have? Look at that. Okay? I'm in debt and I have all these clothes. I like to buy t-shirts everywhere I go. I just have bad spending habits and that's what has put me in debt. Let me speak coffee. And then I wasn't creating that, following up. Why should I have money laying everywhere in the house? Really, who does that? Money is laying everywhere. You go to the bathroom, there's coins. You go, coins are dropped everywhere from pockets, that is so irresponsible of me. I'm confessing to help one person because that's what's happening with me. Another thing, an emergency fund, savings. What I decided to do a long time ago with my savings, every time I earn $100, I put $20 away. Out of my $100 I earn, 20 is going. I don't see it. My savings is locked in as stock. I can only withdraw it when it is dangerous. But the regular savings, once you put a little money in the savings, you end up eating it. Hiya. So now, you need to save money. Let us all do that little savings. Remember, I want to collect all the coins in my house. Anytime I want to go to the bank, and you know one thing I'm going to stop doing? I'm going to stop using cash. Because this cash, when I go into because I'm old, I go into a shop, I buy something, they give me change, I put it in the pocket, that's the end of it. So now I'm going to start using my debit card. So that way I can also get points back. I'm going to use my card for everything. Because you know what? All this money laying in my house, in my car, it is very irresponsible of me. Don't create more debt. That's what we are doing today. Reduce your debt. Do not create more debt. So come with me. Let's work together. Whoever wants to slide in my inbox so we can support one another. My number is on Facebook. Come in. Let us just work together so we can get out of debt. The Ukraine effect is going to finish all of us. To me, this week I feel lazy. I say I'm going to work. My mind goes blank. Austin is saying that this week he's just feeling like the way I'm feeling. I've just been lazy. Let us help ourselves. The Ukraine effect is real. Let nobody lie to you. the Ukraine effect is real. And come August, I have a son that's going to college. My son is going to college. So I need to get ready. So I come here to open up and tell you whatever I'm doing, because I want to come out strong and tell you that actually I got out of debt. I think it's going to take me 6 months. Probably I'm looking at 6 months. So write down the time you think you're going to take to get out of debt. And watch those numbers. Watch the numbers. Okay? So today we were talking about procrastination, but we are talking about getting out of debt and managing the little money that you make. Okay? Some debt, you don't need it. You can eliminate it. If you're like me and you are going to get out of this thing in the next 6 months. May the Lord God bless you, and thank you for watching, and share this video on your pages. Share with your friends. Please invite your friends. After I finish this video, I take it to YouTube. If you have family members that are not on Facebook, invite them to YouTube. Go to YouTube. I have like 64,000 following here, but I have like 600 subscribers on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, do that subscribing, and you know what? That's going to help me to keep bringing you my personal life. So you also tell me about your personal life once you succeed. Atino is saying, I think mine is taking time because I had a long way to go. My mindset had to be changed first. Atino, in everything you do, mindset is everything. Yesterday, a friend of mine was talking to me about witchcraft. I don't believe in witchcraft, and he believes that there is higher powers. I don't believe people have all this. I told him it's the mindset. Some people just don't like me. And when I try to look, I don't know if there's somebody I just don't like. But there are people who just don't like you, so they want you to fall. That's witchcraft to me. Let us change our mindset. Because the Ukraine effect is not going anywhere. Ukraine effect is going to last in maybe another 5 years. And it's going to take a lot for us to come back. And you can walk into a job and they tell you don't have a job anymore. So it's very easy to lose everything and then you're homeless. But how do you do that? You have to be mindful of what you're doing. You have to be mindful how you're spending money. You have to be mindful the people you're surrounding yourself with. Some friends will not help you. Some friends will put you in debt. Let me stop here because I don't like to really take your time, because time is money. Manage your time well. Manage your money, your time, your emotions. All those things needs to be managed. Cheers, guys.